Four Dads and a Podcast is sponsored in part by Huddle Services. If you're looking for a disc jockey, karaoke host, to videographer, our company can help. With over 17 years of experience, we would be happy to assist with your special event. You can contact us at 226-988-2895 or visit us at our website at hodlservices.vpweb.ca. That's HODDLE Services. We look forward to hearing from you and helping with your special event.
You're listening to 4D 1P, just the way I like it. Wait, who writes this shit?
So I'm going to apologize in advance because the Oilers game is on and it's on in the background, but you can't hear it.
Got his jersey on.
I do.
So are the blue and whites winning or what?
Shut up. You suck.
Well, what about the orange and reds?
Yeah. You don't do sports. That's why we're not talking about it.
I don't know. I heard you talking about it just a second ago.
Yep. You talked about it.
You gone done said it.
Right.
Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City?
Close, but no.
It's pretty close, though. Oh. If you lie here.
Yep.
Oh,
Maybe.
is it really?
Hi, Jeff.
You just lay here.
How are you?
Well.
Yep. That's what I learned.
Right
I
on.
also learned. I'll learn another one, but I'll save it for another episode.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta take this thing off now. One sec.
Oh.
You don't want to play all the hits yet?
All of the hits.
How we doing, boys?
Good. Been better.
All right, let's get this intro out of the way. Hey, everybody! We'll give a big round of applause to Four Dads and a Podcast. Tonight we have Sean.
Go Flyers, go!
Woo! Braden.
What are flyers?
Jeff.
Things you get in the mail.
Round of applause? What?
Round of applause. and I'm Ray. Go Oilers, go!
Go Oilers.
Oh, you mean like the boys that work out on the rigs?
Mm-hmm. Those guys.
Yeah. McDavid on the rigs.
Jesus. Oh, I can't even do it. I have the game on behind me, and I gotta turn around, and it sucks. Anyways,
On one of your monitors in front of you. You got a bunch there, haven't you?
I do. I've got like 3 of them. Yeah. No, I won't do that. That'd be distracting from this.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Way too distracting.
Anyways, how we doing?
I'm doing all right.
Right on.
Yeah, I can't complain.
I could, but nobody's going to listen. So.
We hit 300 listeners today, so somebody's listening.
300 listens?
Well, no, we had 300 plays.
Plays,
Doesn't necessarily mean 300 listeners.
150
So-
from us.
It's like, 2 seconds, you're like, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
All the
Drop off
analytics on
before
that.
the intro even kicks in.
Yeah. We got the intro nice and early, so hopefully they're sticking around past that.
We're only there
Yeah,
for her
maybe.
voice, your friend's voice.
It's very sultry. I like it.
Salutary.
So Braden,
uh,
what's happening in your day that's making you miserable?
Oh, just fucking life. Work is
works
stressful.
Fucking life.
Yeah, work is stressful, and prepping for the baby showing up in 2 months. Less than 2 months? No, 2 months is stressful as shit. Got the
So-
C-section dates all lined up and whatever, and
So is 2 months like full term then? Would that be?
it would technically be full term. She'd be coming out at 38 weeks as opposed to 40, but diabetics have to get induced 2 weeks early just to prevent the
Right.
risk of stillbirth. So
And how preemie was Amelia?
She was 7 weeks early.
7 weeks.
Yeah,
So
she came out at 33 weeks on the dot.
So based
That's
on
the number
that
on my
timeline,
jersey.
you're
Number 33.
probably getting pretty close to.
He did that
close
just
to that
for you,
timeline.
Ray.
Yeah, we're pretty close to that 33 week mark. We're praying that we don't have to deal with any of that bullshit that we dealt with last time.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh my god.
But it could be like any day now, based on that.
Could be.
You're
We're
going on that
hoping
timeline.
it isn't. Yeah. No, it was kind of a freak thing that happened with Amelia not getting enough oxygen to her brain that
Yeah.
one of her ultrasound techs caught. So, yay for him for catching that and whatever. And then, a bunch of tests went on around Thanksgiving, and we spent about a week in the hospital until she ended up coming out. So it was fun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we're hoping that doesn't happen, but just getting everything around the house ready, and lack of time to do it all because I'm working full time still and all that jazz. And
Not to make light of the situation, I remember when she was first born and we had a photo, like Sean and I were sitting beside each other. We were looking at the photo and we're like, I don't know who that looks like. And then Sean drew a goatee
She didn't look.
on her.
I do remember that photo. That was a great photo.
And then the devil horns.
Looked exactly like me afterwards.
The devil's
There you go.
horns.
Yeah.
Love to throw that in the link. Forgot about that.
She
It's so
she
good.
looked like neither of us for a
No.
while. It honestly looked like we stole a baby.
Yoinks.
I see you.
She almost
in her
looked
quite a bit.
Filipino, to be honest.
What's that?
I said she almost looked Filipino, to be honest.
Oh, way. Oh, way. Oh. I love Tay, but not that way.
No, I'm saying the mailman's Filipino.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
I don't know. They all look alike.
Oh,
Hey,
banana.
Hey-oh. Hi, Jeff. I mean, Sean. I mean, Braden.
I guess.
Hey, man.
Oh, so since I didn't get what was supposed to be prepared tonight, I'm falling on Braden because he had some idea, hopefully.
Some kind of pitch.
Yeah. What's the pitch, bro?
Well, I
Tell
don't.
us the pitch.
Catch,
What is
catch
the pitch?
taste. Catch the taste.
Tell us.
Yeah, I don't know how the idea popped into my head or why it popped in my head. It was probably something I was watching on TV or some shit. But I was wondering what for you and Ray Hills, what it's like being a stepdad. Because having that bonus kid, obviously having kids of your own is great, and I am starting to understand what that's like. I've only been doing it for a year and a couple of months.
Okay.
But I'm just kind of curious, like, what are the joys of that? What were the difficulties of coming into that role, that sort of thing? Because
So the point is, they didn't have to come into this.
Well done, Jeff.
well played. That was good.
Jeff's gone for the episode. He's done.
Yeah. I'm out, boys. Peace.
Boom.
Yeah, that's a good question, Braden. I've been I guess officially a stepdad since I got married. Was that 2017? When did you get married, Ray? That was the year before you.
Yeah, so like a year and a day, right?
Yeah.
We have similar, almost to the date, anniversary date. So if one of us fucks up, is both of us fucking up as far as the anniversary date.
Following each other's shoulders.
Yep.
And so yeah, I guess officially for 3 years, but Sarah and I have been dating before that, and just kind of jumped into the role feet first. It was at the beginning, it was a little difficult. I didn't feel right, like disciplining her or like telling her no if she was doing something wrong. It felt wrong to me. But the more that I was there, the longer that I was like living here and being part of her life, it became more natural to me. And then she started looking up to me more. Um, it's still different, and it's always there, and it's a different feeling for sure. Like I don't get to see my actual daughter very much, every other weekend, so like that. I wish I got to see her more, but it's great having Alina and being a stepdad to her and being here for her. Yeah, it's different. It's definitely a different feeling, jumping in there.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I've known Cole since he was 5. And I've actually raised my nephews and nieces in a previous relationship. So taking on the role of stepdad is basically dad. Like, it was pretty easy transition for me.
Ray doesn't mind telling off kids.
No, honestly, because I'll give shit to Ray and I'll give shit to Cole at the same time. If they're both doing something stupid, I'll call them out on it, right? And it's honestly, I love both my kids. I don't love either one more. Cole is here most of the time. Ray is here about half of the time.
Yeah.
They like the one thing that I'm pretty blessed with as far as both kids are concerned is they got along the first day they met. Like I remember Lauren and I, we were getting ready to get the kids to meet each other. We were doing a beach date, and we were like, "Oh man, what if they hate each other? Then this is gonna be difficult." And this, that, and the other thing. As soon as Cole got here, Raina's like, "Hi." He's like, "Hi." He's like, "You want to go play in the park?" I was like, "Okay." And off they went. And I was like, "Well, shit, that was easy."
They're close in age, right?
Yeah, they're about a year's difference, give or take. Discipline-wise, I'm pretty heavy-handed, so a lot of the time,
No.
Lauren, yeah, can you believe it?
I'm pretty sure he carries a wooden spoon in his back pocket at all times.
Get my Switch.
There's a bunch of other various weapons in the house. The kids have adopted axes in the house, so there's an indication of what weapons I have in the house already.
That's fair. So when it comes to discipline, it's more like a battle than it is anything else.
Yeah, no. As far as discipline's concerned, I'm pretty heavy-handed. So a lot of times Lauren takes the lead on that one because he's got a different way. Because he's got ADHD and he's got a different approach to things. I was really bad at it at first. I'm learning now as far as how to approach things. And I think the Oilers just scored. Yeah, go McDavid.
Are you watching in the mirror?
Yeah, it's McDavid. Yeah, there's a reflection in my thing here. So that's a point. Yeah, is it power play? No, it's 5-on-5 +1, 1.25 points for you there. Woo! Sorry,
Wait,
Sean and I are
+1 to what? Dexterity?
Yeah, Sean and I are in a hockey pool, and you picked. Anyways, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyways, as far as
it matters quite a bit.
It totally does. All I want to do is talk about hockey right now. How bullshit the season is, but whatever. Yeah. Suck it. Both of you, suck it. Both sides.
Yeah, we'll have our own
hard, long,
conversation.
and all night.
We'll talk about metal.
Cool.
Yeah, let's do that.
I like metal.
So I was listening to the new Aborted record lately.
Cool.
No content.
So, as far as the role of a stepdad, it's I jumped in with both feet as well. At first, it was a little weird because Cole's a different dude, obviously. But with each kid, just like even if they're your own, they have their own different personalities, right?
Yeah, big time.
And honestly, I think you can speak for yourself there too, Sean. Your girls get along super. I don't know. My English just failed there for a second.
They are super, and they get along.
It is your second language.
Hello.
Yeah, we were super fortunate. My daughter, it's actually her birthday tomorrow. She's turning 8, and Alina, my stepdaughter, she'll be turning 9 in April. So they're both 8 for the next 9 months or the next 4 months together, which is great.
What's that story when you guys got married? We're officially sisters.
Yes.
Was that it?
Yeah, that was a big. We made that a big part of it for them. We got them little lockets, and we did up a whole thing for them, and we got the whatever you call them to announce it. hockey sticks to announce that they're like sisters together. So it was, it was great. It definitely made it a lot easier, I think, having two of the girls the same age, and I'm sure even with you having Cole and Raina like right around that same age. I think if there's a bigger age gap there, it would have been tougher. But just being able to let them get together and just play on their terms and just have the same toys, do the same things, experience the same things for that age group is just
And it's not even like they're both tweens now, both my kids, and they just hang out in Cole's room. He plays video games, she draws, and watches TikTok or whatever it is. Yeah. And they just hang out together. Like since he got his TV for Christmas, they've been hiding in his room for the whole time, and it's been quiet down in the living room. And it's actually still clean too, which is awesome.
That was a present for yourself.
100%. 100% sanity.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're lucky that they don't fight as much. Like I find if because of everybody, all the kids going to their other parents' place every other weekend, they don't have too much time together. And I'm not saying that as a bad way, but there is some separation, so they do miss each other. So when they do get together, they're just like, right? I know I can recognize it when we go on vacation, like we go to a cottage or something. Even last year, when they start getting sick of each other after day 3 or day 4,
yeah,
and it's like, well, it's a good thing that you guys aren't there all the time together, you know. Yeah. But it is what it is, right?
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah.
Well, right on.
Jeff, question for you.
What's up?
How's that dragon coming along?
Beauty.
Is that? Dude. Okay, so Jeff's posted pictures on Instagram about with that dragon, and it is looking.
And he doesn't post often.
No, I don't. But
your wife posts more than you do, but you do still post at least once or twice a month. That's
only things that he's proud of. So some dragons.
Dragons.
Yeah. I'm proud of Finnegan.
Look at his dump. What a great dump.
Right. Only if he had hands to pick it up with.
Yeah, dog shits. For the lols. But yeah, no, it's actually coming along really well. I am playing around with this bad boy right here.
So what he's showing to the camera is an
airbrush. It's very blurred out. Are you censoring that for some reason? Is it because it's phallic?
It's like a
it is.
He hasn't cleaned it.
Why would I clean it?
Slides in easier.
Is that a pipe?
It's an airbrush.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. It's an airbrush. So this is the first. Like I've had an airbrush for a while, and I've played around with it. Mostly, I've been using them for priming miniatures for paint and stuff like that. But now this is like, okay, let's do it. And just the blending from what I've got going on, it's taken this to a new level. So I'm kind of jazzed about
it's looking like the pictures that I've seen. The transitions are nice and smooth. And you can get that effect with the airbrush itself. Like just as a side note, I did work for Games Workshop for about 7.5 years, and I did paint miniatures for quite some time. And yeah, I got Jeff into it. And you know what? I was actually digging through my basement the last couple weekends, and I was finding miniatures that are like 20, 25 years old, and I was getting value on them. And there's this set of 5 boxes that's worth like $300. I was like, holy shit. Yeah. My friend's like, you're sitting on a gold mine. I'm like, this is a bonus box. There's like 4 giant boxes I have to go through still.
That's brilliant, man.
And part of me is like, I could get back into it. I could sit down and paint miniatures and play miniature games again. But it's like, cool. I can't. Like, I think I have like 9-10 different armies. And then this is like 6 or 7 different games. I was just like, it was a big part of my life when I was younger in college, right? Because I just hang out, paint, go to tournaments, play some games. It was a big social thing for me back in the day. And now, I don't know. I've been playing more.
Now he only paints at my house.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things like I still like doing, right? And just hanging out, sitting and painting and trying to figure out exactly. Oh, and it sucks now. Now that you're older, holy shit, my eyes suck.
Right? You have to have it like way up here.
I picked the
lamp.
Usually I have it here, but then I was like, you know how you have to look over the brim of your glasses, and you're like, my eyes aren't focusing. This is not good. Do I need bifocals?
I was thinking that the other day.
Braden, how do we let them talk about painting? We have nothing to talk, but Ray and I can't talk about hockey. What is?
It's double standard. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Braden, have you ever
Dude,
painted
we're talking
miniatures
about
before?
interesting things.
I tried painting miniatures, but it was, yeah, it takes too much fucking dexterity, and
Yeah.
I haven't rolled high enough for that.
Yeah.
So here's a interesting prospect. When everybody's disease-free and it's safe to be amongst people indoors, we can head to Jeff's and I can run a painting session. I can do basic painting lessons. We just hang out and paint.
Just do it over there.
As
Jeff
long
just
as there's
himself.
beer involved.
Yeah, there's totally beer. There's the beer. And I can print you guys off whatever you want. So if you guys want something
So
specific,
what you want to do out of, what was that movie where the guy was drawing dicks on tanks and shit?
Super bad.
Red. You want to 3D print a dick tank for Braden?
Sitting on this
Yeah,
treasure
man.
chest of dicks.
I'll paint some dicks. Speaking of painting dicks, Taylor had a real craving for white cake the other night. So I ran off to Walmart and found a Valentine's Day cake, which came with a tube of icing so that you could write a message on it.
oh yes,
So I brought her up a slice of cake or whatever, and then on the remainder of the cake, I left her a little surprise, which was a very detailed
Please tell
depiction
me you
of the
took
penis.
a photo of it.
She took a photo of it. I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't bother. So
We-
she's
She
got
got
a
a message
photo.
loud and clear then.
We gotta
Oh,
post
yes.
that on the Instagram. I gotta ask her for that photo. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be more than happy to send it to you. I also threw some tits on there too, just for shits and gigs.
nice.
Well done.
The dick looks a lot better. I'll be honest.
Oh, you probably made it all veiny and
It's all reference
Of
material.
course. Yeah, of course.
and
all
the white icing just
Well,
The
their
ice-
balls
it's the
were
icing
hairy
on the
too.
cake.
You know, can't forget the ball hairs.
it's working on this big
Where are
juicy.
the ball hairs? Where are the ball hairs? Did anybody watch that mockumentary?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What was it? American Vandal.
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah, it was so good. I haven't seen the previous seasons or subsequent seasons, I should say.
I think there's only the second season.
They didn't
That
do a
one-
season 3 yet.
I haven't seen season 3 yet, but the second one was pretty good because it was about like they accused somebody of like putting like this crazy laxative in something at a school, and basically the entire school shit their pants like
Love
simultaneously,
That's
and then
amazing.
they try and figure out who basically was it they call it Shitgate or something like that? I don't know. Shittergate.
So funny.
Who did it?
Just a ridiculous show.
Oh, here's a quick question. This is totally unrelated. We'll start off with Sean.
Hello?
What was the last album you listened to?
Like actual vinyl?
Well, not even even on Spotify, like an album, like from not even start to finish. But what was the last album? You'd had to listen to like 2 or 3 songs off of it to constitute as they listen to an album.
I actually got the Glorious Sons album for Christmas, the vinyl, and we listened to that yesterday.
Right on.
Yeah, it was the
How was
live
it?
album. It's great. I've been listening to them a ton lately. They've got so many good songs. Love those guys. They're from Kingston, where Tragically Hip is from, and they do a lot of tributes to them and a lot of references to the hip. Great Canadian band. They just keep getting better and better.
Right on.
Yeah.
And I find that the live albums, if the band's good enough, it has such good energy.
Yeah. When I actually don't really like listening to live albums very much.
Yeah.
At least on like if I'm listening to music, because I don't like hearing the crowd in the background. I don't like the long pauses and stuff. I enjoy listening to the music for the music. if I want to listen to live music, I'll go to it or watch a concert.
Yeah.
But just listening to it, I don't really like. But this one was really good. It wasn't.
Nice.
Yeah.
How about you, Jeff?
White Trash, Two Heaves and a Bean. No effects.
Nice.
Yeah. That thing's a punk rock masterpiece.
I've never really I've never listened to the NoFX too often. Like I know a few of their tracks, a couple of their tracks, but I was never a big fan of them back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know a single tune of theirs.
Starts off with a couple of fucking rippers. Yeah, was it Sticking in My Eye and
oh yeah, I know that song.
Yeah, fuck. And it, like that killer like bass riff. Oh man, fuck. Gets my dick hard every time.
Nice.
I don't know. I have one requirement when I listen to music. Really, it's the only exactly boners.
Boners.
That's it. No, it's like this one word is like stamped into my brain is the word rockin'. Like and you can apply that to any genre of music because you can have rock and folk music, you can have rock and punk rock or whatever. It's just gonna have that energy.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
And that's like, that's and not to dunk on the hip or something, but yeah,
gives you the feels.
Yeah, but like stuff like to say what Sean was talking about, I hate the tragically hip. Fucking hate it.
Not everybody likes it.
Their music is not rocking in any way.
I rock out to them all the time.
Oh, it doesn't bite me. I don't know. Bugs
It's
me.
weird. It's weird that I do like the hip. I actually saw Weezer live, and they do not rock live at all.
Ouch.
Like Weezer's fucking boring.
Say it ain't so.
They're so boring.
So boring.
You know that reminds me. Like the other day, remember, or like was it a couple months ago or a month ago when System of a Down came out with those 2 new tracks, right? And I was like, yeah, cool. I was kind of getting back into the System bandwagon there, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch a couple concerts while I'm working, right? Man, they sucked live. Holy shit.
Yeah, you mentioned that actually.
Like it was the worst. And I'm
they're old now.
But how like recent were those shows? Were they
I went through ones from like 90 or like 2005 all the way to like the most recent ones. I think the recent recordings were like 2018. And
shit.
They were both pretty, like the 2018 was significantly worse. Like Serge was basically just standing there, like, like barely rock. Like he wasn't even rocking out. He was just kind of standing there going through the motions.
That's got to be the most disappointing thing to have. Like if you hear a studio album and you rock the shit out of it, and then they get up on stage and they're obviously a studio band or they just don't feel it. Yeah. It is such a letdown.
It really is, though.
Because I prefer live music over like recorded music and stuff like that. Like I will take a band in concert before I'll take their album any given time. It's because I love the nuance of it, like the
absolutely
the crazy energy, the nuance,
it's energy that they draw off the crowd and the energy they project back to the crowd. It's that whole system of a down? Ha! No.
Weak.
I know, that was weak. Anyways, Braden, what was the last album you've listened to?
Well, probably the last album start to finish I listened to was definitely the latest Black Dahlia record, Verminous.
Yeah.
I've spun that record way too many times this year.
When was that released?
April.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the most recent album that I've heard more than 3 songs off of in a row would have been Coheed and Cambria, The Afterman Dissension.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's one of the go-to bands when the 3 of us are in the car, because Tay can't handle all the death metal all the time. And that's something the 3 of us are totally down to listen to.
Speaking of which, actually, I can relate to that because I was washing the dishes a couple nights ago, and I had a thrash playlist off of Spotify cranked in the kitchen.
Nice.
I just like it started off with raining blood. I was like, okay, here we go. Fucking right. Let's just wash these fucking dishes, right? And she was out at Walmart or something. Right, and then she comes in. She's like, "It's really aggressive up here. I need to go." I'm like, "Okay, bye."
Hey, bye.
See you.
Yeah, Coheed's great. I listened to them a bunch yesterday. I had a few hours to myself to clean, and I just had my Sonos one blared up to 8 for about 2-3 hours, just blasting the Coheed and just rocking around the house. It was great. No kids here. My sister-in-law took the boy.
Isn't it weird when you don't have the kids around?
It's so weird.
That exists.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
It's so uncommon. Like, I'm either working or it's kids, and that's all it is. So yesterday I had a bit of a rough day, and my sister-in-law offered to take the boy for the afternoon. It was only like 3 hours, and a big part of me just wanted to grind down on Gears at God of War.
Yeah.
And just plow through that story a bit, but I was like, fuck, I got so much cleaning to do, and if I don't do it now, I'll never be able to. So I just blasted the Coheed. No kids there. You can just go at your own pace and just not have to worry about anybody crawling in your feet or
You don't have to worry about kids dying.
dying or asking for snacks or clean it. We're potty training Logan now, and
Oh fuck!
it is usually piss and or shit on the floor at least once a day. It's awful.
Sounds about right.
I forgot about those days.
Oh my god.
Ugh.
He's doing really well with it. He just isn't shitting on the toilet. But he'll come up like pee, yeah, let's go pee. And then after he poos, he comes up,
Oops.
poop. But, oh no. Shit on the-
Abort.
Yeah. And he knows he did something bad. He has the guilty look on his face, and
The pout.
it's like beating red because he just pushed it out.
Well, he knows he's gonna get his nose rubbed in it and fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, you do
No.
that too, Jeff?
Yeah, totally, man.
Well, that's the only way to train them. They're
Yeah.
basically puppies.
That's pretty good.
Well,
Train them the same way.
So,
Yeah.
the album I've been listening to here, and this is one I always go back to. For
No, Ray. Nobody wants to know that.
Oh yeah,
Continue.
How are the Oilers doing?
I know they're doing fucking great. That was a 5-on-5 goal there. I saw in the reflection. Shit,
McDavid got me 2 points so far.
did he? Right on.
it. Stop
David scored with the second left.
Just stop it.
Yeah, it was great. He's starting to get his hands, man. Watching him yesterday, it was all over the place, but tonight it's a lot better. You should be starting to.
Oh, damn it, Batman. Stop it, Batman.
All right, so I have been listening to Albert King and Stevie Ray Vaughan in session. Such a good album because it's him and it's Albert King.
You feeling okay?
Oh yeah, I'm great. I've been jamming to. Yeah,
Are you
I know.
sure? It sounds like you got the blues.
So good.
I do got the blues, and I got it hard, but it's so fun just because it's Stevie Ray Vaughan and Albert just talking and jamming. Albert King, they're just hanging out and playing guitar, and he's talking about this track was with. Oh, you remember Janis? She was on this too. Janis Joplin. He was talking about this is Jimi Hendrix part, and it's and it's just Stevie Ray's like, yeah. I remember the first time I met you. It's like, yeah, I saw you. You some skinny white boy. You just skinny like a popsicle. I thought you'd be a good fiddle boy. I was like, oh man, this is such good stuff, right? And just listening to them play, and I had sent a link to the boys here recently with a looper track, and for whatever reason, the last week and a half or two, I've been just trying to jam with different tracks and music, and I always roll back for whatever reason back to the blues, and I love the blues so much.
Yeah.
And I was even half tempted. I even told Sean today, I was like, I'm half tempted to pick up my guitar again. Like I normally play bass and just do a bass line and, do a little improvisation. But, I try to find the key by using my ears instead of just looking up a tab now. But I was like, I could try to pick up my guitar and just jam. And that's where I'm at so far.
That's
But
your
I'm
electric guitar, right?
What's that? Am I electric? Yeah.
Your electric, yeah.
Like I have an electric.
Do you still have the acoustic? Do you still have Lauren's?
Yeah, it's in the basement too. They're both hanging
Okay.
in the basement.
All right.
Like the two bass are up here, my electric and my acoustic bass, and my ukulele's up here. But yeah, the guitars get the least amount of love.
Yeah. Yeah, that what you were describing there with Stevie Ray Vaughan, which he's great, by the way. I love putting his record on.
He was great.
Yeah, he just love his music. He, just all the feels when you're listening to him with that blues, just the guitar just singing away to you.
Yeah.
But last week or 2 weekends ago, Sarah and I, we were kid free. We had a couple drinks and we just started recording music together. I just turned on the mic, I grabbed the guitar, and for about 2 hours we were just looking through different songs, playing them and singing them together, and it was wicked.
Oh, shit.
So
That's so cool, dude.
So we recorded about 11 or 12 songs. A bunch of them we fucked up on, but we recorded it anyway. And after the fact, I was thinking I should have just recorded the entire session without stopping and starting between the songs. Like just have one continuous track of her and I going, because we were talking between them and just having conversation, talking about what songs we're going to do.
B-roll,
Yeah, and kind of like how we're going to do the arrangement a little bit. And so I think we might try it again the next weekend that we don't have kids and
Right
get
on.
it going. Yeah, it just seems like a really cool idea.
And to that point as well, like I was thinking, because once it's warmer outside and we're all around a campfire, we just get together and just jam
Yeah.
and just record that. It'd be so. I look so forward to just hanging out in person and just playing music.
It would be sick. Jeff with his drums and
It's been some time.
Well, Jeff, we have the cojones.
That's right, Jeff. That's right, Jeff. Hang your head in shame.
Well, no, yeah, it's actually funny. Cole was actually asking for bongos for Christmas.
was he?
Yeah, and Reno was asking for a kazoo, so I don't know what the fuck's going on there.
A kazoo.
A kazoo. I was like, it might show up in your stocking. I don't know. Did you get one at Mom's? She's like, no. Well, you didn't get one here either, so I was
Oh
gonna
my gosh.
headache-free zone. Kazoo.
That's too funny. You should have got her a kazoo, man.
Go to the
No.
dollar store, you cheap bastard.
I don't want to hear it here.
That Harry
I'll-
Styles song has a kazoo in it. Sign of the Times.
Is there a kazoo in
I
that
don't
song?
know who
It-
that is.
It's like a 5.5 minute song, and I'm pretty sure the kazoo goes off every 8 seconds.
That's annoying.
It is once you notice
Like,
it, then you can't unnotice it. It's just always there. It's actually a pretty good song. I really like the song, but once you hear the kazoo, it's all you hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
No,
is
thanks.
a track that's a really it's not really the Harry Styles. You wouldn't think it was Harry Styles. I don't know if you heard it, Sean. It's called Adore You.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Like you get that Watermelon Sugar song and it's like, okay, this is radio
Yeah.
pop.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one.
It's my alarm in the morning to get me up because it's so stupid annoying.
Shut up.
It's fucking Watermelon Sugar. And this came up on a different acoustic playlist, and I was like, "Who's this? This sounds pretty cool." And I was like, "Harry Styles? Who? What the fuck?" Anyways,
His album's actually pretty good. That came out a couple of years ago. He's one of the dudes from, was it One Direction?
I think it's One Direction. He's the talented dude.
Yeah,
That's why I haven't heard of him.
Yeah, he came out of One Direction, and he's pretty decent. It's kind of like Justin Timberlake out of NSYNC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Oh. No, nobody's like Justin Timberlake.
no
So,
one's like JT.
No.
It's only one.
He brought sexy back, man.
He did.
Mhm.
Anyways,
Mhm.
what's new with you there, Jeff? You seem to be staring off into space.
Yeah, you guys lost me at whatever that guy's name is.
Harry
McDavid,
Styles,
Right?
Connor
McDavid?
Jesus.
The Connie McDicks? What? Yeah, man. I don't know. Just trying to stay alive around here.
Yeah,
It's rough.
Haven't left my house
Yeah.
since like last February, dude.
like honestly, like we're back in lockdown here again, and I think I left. But the only time I've left here is to pick up Raina and drop her off.
Really, we just need to organize a get together at Walmart. That's really all it comes down to. Like,
What?
that's the only place we're allowed to go.
So we'll play Marco Polo, except we'll just bring our instruments and play them. And we'll
Yeah.
find each other.
Costco's definitely got a music section we can just go jam in.
We'll do one of those, hey, random, what are they called?
Flash mob.
Flash mob.
That'll go over real well.
Jeff comes up with a couple of drumsticks.
It's a mutiny. Drums.
Cowbell. Yeah. So I'm still sitting on my
Chair?
the shit
What?
for the
Shit.
reno, the kitchen.
The
stuff.
kitchen thing.
IKEA.
Yeah, you
Sitting on
still haven't
IKEA.
gotten around to doing that, eh?
I
Well,
saw all
cool.
those boxes in that picture that you sent for that thing you made for Amanda.
Yeah.
There's a lot of boxes there.
A lot of boxes. It's $5,000 worth of boxes.
Is it tough to put together, or are you just lazy to do it?
It's I don't know. It's
It's work.
fine. It's finding the time.
Yeah.
For one thing, let's be honest here. I wake up late most of the time.
We know. We know.
I generally roll out of bed around 8:00.
8.
Yeah. 8
Fuck, I
o'clock.
wish.
And then the kids are come on 8:30. I'm coming clean here. So usually about 8:30, feed the kids. Soren's usually like Tuesdays, Thursdays. Soren's out the door to daycare by 9. Slash
Still?
starting. Yeah, well, he's just the 2 days a week.
Okay.
So Tuesdays, Thursdays, he's out of the house, and then Slash is starting school by 9:20, and I'm starting work by 9:30. Right?
9:30.
Then, yeah. Well, it's whenever I get there, really.
Yeah.
And then, like I'm generally done around 4-ish, whenever I stop, and then then we start the whole thing. Like the kids are now home from school, so we need snacks and all this shit, and then we're getting dinner ready, and then baths and stuff. Like, when do I fucking do this shit?
Is Amanda
Right.
home all day? Is she home?
Yeah, she's home.
Why doesn't she tackle the kitchen?
I don't think
Brayden, I dare you to say that to her face.
No, because I know exactly how it would go down, because it would be the exact same. I don't even want to call it a conversation, because that wouldn't be what it was if I said the same thing to Tay. So
Brayden
Just-
Brayden's
I just imagine
brains
like a Lego situation where the boxes and the cupboards are just stacked on top of each other on the floor, and just get it right on the floor. The kids can just get right in there and
right?
grab their own stuff.
Yeah. So I don't know. I want to get started soon. Maybe this weekend. I don't know.
So you haven't started yet?
Not really.
Is your old kitchen gone?
No.
Okay,
Thank God.
okay.
Thank God.
You know
That'd
what?
be
You just gotta
cool.
take that sledgehammer, and then as soon as the sledgehammer is into one of those cupboards, you'll just get it done.
Well, the thing is, I think
Take the plates out first.
we're gonna get started
yeah,
on the pantry side of things, because we're doing like a huge pantry next to the door, and then the rest of it is like we have to take out a wall and then
Okay.
take out all the other cabinets. Whereas the pantry side of things, there's not much demo. Like, there's some demo, but not as much as the kitchen side of things. So I think that's going to be the first bit, and then the second bit we're probably going to tackle later when my dad can come out and visit.
I was just gonna say that because your dad usually comes to help you with those big projects.
Yes. Yeah, he'll stay for like a week or two.
Yeah.
And I'll probably just take some vacation time, and we'll just hammer that shit out for
Yeah.
a couple weeks and get it done.
Just
So-
get it done.
But he can't come out for whatever, right? Like,
Yeah.
hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll be out of this whole lockdown business. But my sister is due to have a kid next week.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
shit.
she's ready to roll. Like, I guess, like, right before ladies give birth and stuff, like, she's like 1 centimeter dilated, like, constantly now.
What does that mean?
That means her cervix inside of her vagina is open by 1 centimeter. like this.
So the boys are showing this on the monitor here. So if you ever get to our YouTube channel, they're showing a circle with their fingers.
Remember the first time I asked
it's
what
starting
that
to crown.
meant was when my sister was in labor and we're at the hospital, and the nurse came out and said how much she was dilated. I was like, what does that even mean? I've heard it a bunch of times. And they started explaining it. I was like, shut up.
That's my sister.
Shut your mouth. You're talking to me. She doesn't have those.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sean, you lived a sheltered life, my friend.
It's just the same sort of situation with the Bumbleclot lady.
Yeah.
Bumbleclot.
At least I asked.
Yeah. You're not afraid to ask. It's fine.
Inquiring minds.
Yeah. I could remain ignorant and I ask.
It's okay.
And I usually regret it. It's usually bad.
It's usually a bad
prefer
time.
my ignorant life in most situations, like clicking on that video. I knew I didn't want to watch it.
I warned you. I warned you.
So preface this. We have a group chat with the boys, and sometimes it's a little off color because Braden had posted
I'm a
video.
sick fuck. That's why it comes off color. I'm a sick fuck.
It was some guy, some Russian dude that got stuck in a lathe, and he basically showed his death.
An industrial lathe.
Oh, industrial lathe. Sorry, not one of those little lathe.
Not one of those little hobby shop in your garage kind of mini lathes.
You take finger off, but this dude, like, I'm not going to even go too graphic, but I was the first one.
Basically,
to click on that.
he no longer exists.
I was the first one to click it. I was like, well, shit, that's like video game death right there.
Yeah.
And then Sean jumped in after. I was like,
yeah, so much regret. I've been thinking about that maybe 20 times a day since I've seen that, and it's just
you gotta fill it with other stuff.
That one had an impact on me the same way that Two Girls, One Cup had an impact on me, and that was tough for me to watch.
What about Two Kids in a Sandbox? You seen that one?
No, and I'm probably will at some point.
It'll pop up
tomorrow. I'm just gonna start sending links and hope that he clicks on it.
So, as fathers, are you guys aware of the Blippi?
Blippi,
yes.
No.
My kids watch it all the time, and I know exactly what you're going to talk about.
What's the Blippi?
I'm not aware of this Blippi.
So Blippi is a child entertainer from the U.S. and he basically he walks around, he does stupid little dances, and he's got songs about. It's somewhat educational, I guess, because he's singing about things that not stuff that's normally not sung about, like tractors and excavators. Yeah, so it's really geared to like young little boys kind of thing.
Yeah, Logan watched it for a year, and my nephews watched it all the time.
Yeah. So, anyways, remember back when the Harlem Shake was a thing?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
so,
yeah. Do you also remember the Harlem Struggle?
No.
So
that one after. Let's let Jeff finish his little thing.
Yeah, we'll come back to that.
So there's a video circulating out there of this guy Blippi. I guess I forget.
Like
his
David
name.
scored again.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Continue, Jeff.
Sean does.
Anyways, so there's a video out there of this dude doing like the Harlem Shake, except he's buck-ass naked in like a bathroom with this dude, like one of his friends there. And when the song kicks in, explosive diarrhea comes out of this dude's asshole and like showers his friend.
Did you watch the video?
I did, yes.
I didn't see the video. I'll tell you how I found out about it.
Send me the link.
So
send it to the group, actually.
Like I said, Logan watched Blippi a ton, and he liked him so much. I was actually on Amazon looking up a stuffed animal of Blippi, or just different toys that Blippi had. So I was looking at the reviews on one, and one guy said, don't quote me on it, but it's like, I'll never watch or buy anything from this guy after knowing what he did with the Harlem Shake. And so this was an Amazon comment on a review on one of his stuffed animals. So inquisitive me, I go on Google and search, what did Blippi do? And then I didn't watch the video.
What did Blippi do? You should get that on a wristband.
WB, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And anyways, so I read the description on it that he did it, and he was just an idiot in his young 20s that was just recording funny videos, and one of them just happened to be him shitting on one of his friends. Literally.
Like you do.
It's just one of those things
man.
to do. Just doing it for fun. Some people were defending it. They were like, you know what? He's just looking for a funny video. He's looking for likes. He didn't hurt anybody. He didn't do anything sexual. Everybody was consenting to the act. And it's just...
Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Probably. You don't know what was behind the camera.
All right, so what we're going to do here, we're going to pause this for...
Not watching it live. We're not doing a reaction video.
No, we're going to pause this because this is going to be the first half of our podcast. So thanks for listening. And you know what? Stay tuned because Braden's got a bomb for the next episode.
This has been an FHN production. Listen to our new shows every week on Thursday on any podcast platform. Also, check out our live shows on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or Twitch.